On behalf of all assembled here today, I should now like to invite our newest alumnus, Dr. Adel Sedra, to address Convocation.
Thank you very much, Dean Rymack, for this generous introduction. Mr. Chancellor, President Chakma, Dean Rymack, friends, and most importantly, fellow members of the 2017 graduating class, I am very pleased and deeply honored to be here with you today. The honor I am receiving is particularly precious, for I have long admired Western University. With its long and proud history, Western has been making tremendous strides forward. By the way, I am a big fan of your newspaper ads on the theme, "Extraordinary starts here." I am sure today's graduating class, including myself, aspire to be in the company of the highly accomplished Western alumni these ads feature. Turning now to my fellow graduates, first, I would like to congratulate you on your achievement. You have worked hard over a number of years to reach this important milestone and to graduate with a degree from Western. Based on my knowledge of Western and its Faculty of Engineering, I can assure you that you have received an excellent education. Nevertheless, I am sure you are wondering about the future and what it might hold for you. And it is on this topic that I want to share a few thoughts with you. A bit over half a century ago, I graduated with a degree in electrical engineering. At that time, the transistor was only a little over a decade old. And the microchip had been invented only 6 years earlier. Thus, almost all the electronics I learned at university was based on vacuum tubes, large glass objects many of you probably have never seen. To give you an idea of functionality and scale, today's microchips have up to 6 billion with a B, transistors, with each of these transistors equivalent to one vacuum tube. Although the history of microelectronics is a fascinating subject, this is obviously not the occasion for a history lesson. Rather, I would like to make a couple of points. First, although I had no instruction in microelectronics in my undergraduate education, the fundamental knowledge I was taught enabled me to pursue a career in this then new subject. You too will be able to tackle problems unimagined today. And the excellent education you have received at Western will provide you with the ability to learn new subjects and conquer new frontiers. Second, I have frequently made the observation that I have been fortunate to work in microelectronics because my life and career have coincided with the microelectronics revolution that has changed nearly every aspect of our lives. However, I have come to realize that everyone can make a similar statement about their life, their area, and their era. So, contrary to what you might have been told, you are graduating at just the right time to make a contribution to the advancement of one of a whole bunch of areas. Indeed, this is your time. Step forward, envision a great future that's your own, and work to make it happen. Third, time passes very quickly, so there is no time to waste. Staying with the theme of advertisement, many of you no doubt have seen the TV ads which show a child being born, then growing up, graduating from university, getting married, having a family, then aging, etc., etc., all compressed into 60 or 90 seconds. I find such ads very effective, not for buying insurance or whatever, life insurance or whatever product the commercial is about, but rather as a reminder of how short our lives are. By the way, as you grow older, time goes even faster. I'm working on the theory now that time is a nonlinear phenomenon. So, if you plan to make a difference to the world, you better get started very soon. However, you can take the rest of today off to celebrate. Now, does the world need you to make a difference? Absolutely. And we are all counting on you to do so. Indeed, your fellow citizens who helped provide you with the first-rate education you received are expecting a lot from you because challenges abound at home and abroad. Despite the tremendous technological progress of the past decades, we still live in a world of inequities, injustice, poverty, hunger, disease, illiteracy, and strife. You might say some of these problems lie outside our borders and thus are not our concern. Such a narrow thinking, however, is a mistake, for we live in a connected world, and globalization, despite some of its adverse effects, is here to stay. The digital world that was ushered in by the technological revolution in microelectronics, computing, and communication has not, unfortunately, solved all these problems. Indeed, huge amounts remain to be done. By talking about problems, I am not trying to depress you on this day of celebration. Rather, I want to call on you to use what you have learned at this great university to join your fellow alumni in addressing the nation's and the world's challenges. I conclude by wishing you a rich and meaningful life, healthy, happy, and full of accomplishment.